Alright, my last video was about multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number. So this lesson is actually going to be multiplying a two-digit number by a two-digit number. So there are a couple different ways that I'm going to show you how to do this. The first one I'm going to show you is called the break apart method, and this works for some people really well because it helps you understand the place values. So let's say we have a number. Let's go with 27, and we have a number, let's say 45. 27 times 45. Basically, the way that we're going to solve this problem, whether we do it the regular algorithm way or whether we do it the break apart way, we're going to get the same answer, and it's really the same method. We're just doing it and showing it in a different way. So remember I told you that this bottom number is the one who has control. It's our controller. Okay, so what we're going to do is, because we know how to multiply a two-digit number by a one-digit number, we're going to take this over here and we're going to say, okay, this is the same as 27 times 5 plus 27 times 40. 27 times 5 plus 27 times 40. Now remember, we've already discussed how to multiply numbers with 0. So this will we'll set the 0 to the side, and it'll be like multiplying a one-digit number by a two-digit number. The 0 really truly serves as a placeholder in our number, and you will see that when we do the regular algorithm as well. So let's start out with this 27 times 5. We know that 7 times 5 is 35, so we're going to put a 5 down here and a 3 that we have carried. Remember that we go and we multiply the number on the bottom by the tens, so 5 times 2 is 10, and then we have to add in the 3 that we regrouped. So 10 plus 3 is 13. 3, carry that 1. There's nothing to multiply that with, and so it becomes 135. This is only one step. 27 times 5 is 135. That's part of this problem. It's not the whole problem. Now we have to deal with 27 times 40. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this 0 and we're going to set it to the side, and we'll put it over here just for fun. Okay? And then that gives us 27 times 4. Makes it a little bit easier to deal with. We know that 7 times 4 is 28. 8, we carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 9, 10. So that's 0, carry the 1 into the hundreds. There's nothing to multiply. It becomes 108. Now, we set this 0 aside. We have to bring it back into our problem because it's not 27 times 4. It's 27 times 40. So I'm going to put that 0 back into my product. So 40 times 27 equals 1080. 4 times 7 equals 108. 40 times 27 is 1080. But we can't stop there. We have to join these two numbers together. Okay? 40 plus 5 is 45. So whatever we would do to join these two numbers, 40 and 45, then we have to join 135 and 1080. So we're going to go 1080 plus 135. 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus nothing is 1. So 27 times 45 is 1,215. So now I'm going to show you the algorithm that goes with this, just so that you can see how similar these two techniques are. And I think the algorithm it's good for me because it puts everything in a nice straight line. The problem is that some people really struggle with making sure that they follow each of the steps. So it's really important that you understand the steps that you need to follow to be successful with this. So let's move down here. I'm going to draw a line. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and go to a new page. That way I have plenty of room. So it does take up a little bit of room, and I would encourage you every single time that you're doing math, you should have a pencil and a piece of paper handy to show your work. And I can't remember what we said it was. Was it 27 times 45? Yes, 27 times 45. So I always make sure that I line up my place value with this. And again, we're going to start with 7 times 5. So this is our number that controls the problem. And we have to make sure that each digit is multiplied by the other digits in the other number. So we're going to do 5 times 7 because we start in the ones. 5 times 7 is 35. 5, we're going to carry our 3. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. There's our 3. We regroup our 1, bring it on down, 135. Now that looks very similar to what we did in the other problem. Now, we are going to start with our tens place. To show that we're in our tens place on this bottom number, I'm going to put a 0 as a placeholder. That 0 is just saying we've already dealt with the 5 that's in the ones column. Now we're moving on and dealing with something that's in the tens column. Remember when we did break apart, we did 27 times 40, and we tacked on that 0 after we did the multiplication. That 0 just holds that place so that it makes sure that our number is in the right place value. So we're going to do 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. 8, carry the 2. And I have to remember, I've already dealt with the 3 and the 1. So now I need to make sure that I know that this is what's being carried on this part of the problem. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 we said was 10. We put a 0, carry a 1 out here, bring it down, and we have 1080. If you remember, that was the answer to 27 times 40 earlier. And then we have one last step that we have to do. Now we have to add these numbers together. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 1 more is 2. And then 1 plus nothing is 1. So did we get the same answer, 1,215? Let's see. We did get the same answer. It was 1,215. This is what's called the algorithm for the problem. Okay, so we used the break apart method and we used the algorithm. And I'm going to stop the video here and I'll show you another method in just a moment.